Hello, welcome to Footprint once again. My name is Samuel Attah-Mensah. We will be taking a short break to introduce the guest to you. When we come back, he will be on the seat. Welcome once again. Welcome back to the program. This is Footprint, and I can assure you, you're going to have a nice time today. Honorable Sampson Kwaku Boafo. Nana, Yichiao.
Samson, as for Samson, I don't know Samson, I'm not with the SK.
So we call him Honorable SK Boafo.
That's it.
Honorable SK Boafo. And today he's here to walk us through his own life. And listen, you've always seen him in public life, in politics and all that. And you probably think you know so much about him, but just stay tuned. Osofo, I am so excited to be here.
Yes.
And thanks for welcoming us here. How are you doing?
I'm fine. I mean, you can see what God has done for me.
Wow.
Yes.
And how is life after politics?
I'm still in politics.
Oh, okay.
Yes, I'm still in
how is
politics.
life after active politics?
Yes, if you say active here, because I was at the campaigning trail as well, so I don't know that.
No, that's your life.
That's my life. It's part of it. It's like religion.
Yeah.
Once you.
But so, how is it like sitting back and watching other people play the roles that you have played in times past?
Yes, I think because we are different people.
Yeah.
People react differently. But on the whole, I think as a nation, we must now have consensus building.
Okay.
I feel strongly about that.
Okay.
Because it's by that we can have. We must have our party, but we must have consensus building. That will help me. And I remember those days when I was the chief whip in Parliament, people were saying, you and we are suffer. But that worked too much for us, good for us.
Yeah.
Because talking is far better than, going back behind and doing trickery. But it's good for us to, as a nation, to build consensus, especially at this time.
All right. So building consensus in decision making and building the nation together. Yes. Okay, I'm sure that will suffice for now. We are not talking politics today, but so SK Boafo, who are you? Now, do I say politician? Do I say a pastor? Do I say a chief or an elder or a combination of all these things?
One lawyer used to call me legislative trinity because he said, SK, you are a lawyer, a legislator, that is a former, and then what we call a pastor.
Pastor.
So that is it. I'm a simple man, young man who was called by God in those days in my early, before I went to secondary school.
Are you serious?
Yes, I am. And in Kumasi at Sintreso.
Tell me.
Precisely at.
You were called to preach the gospel before you entered secondary school?
Before I went there. And it was through my best friend. He's now going to be with the Lord recently, last year. The former MP for Bantama and the lawyer Attah-Mensah. He was like a brother. We went to the same school, Bantama, and he actually, through him, I got to know God.
Wow.
Yes. And
tell me, so where were you born?
Kumasi.
You were born in Kumasi?
Yes, all of us. But so
lived in Bantama?
No, Sintreso, more or less Sintreso. Okay. And part of Bantama.
At the time, did we have north and south?
North, yes.
North.
We have north.
We used to call it north.
North. That's it. North. South was so bushy that no one.
And we have streams and all those
everything,
things.
all there. So I was really brought up in North Sintreso. And
you were living in North Sintreso, but going to school in Bantama. Is that?
Yeah, Bantama is just walking. Bantama is you just cross there. That's Bantama, where the present Methodist church is. You know, you went through to, and then there's the Church of Brotherhood is also there. That's where I was school.
I only know the Bantama Presby.
Yes, the other churches are there behind it. Yes, and that's our school. That's
and
where.
how was life As a young person?
I remember very well one day, my father was in London, came to London through government scholarship.
At the time?
At the time.
Which year would this be?
Oh, please, I may be wrong with that sometime, but it was before independence, because we were with the 1957, 56, 58, when we started secondary school. And I remember we were walking barefooted, and my father sent me Achimota sandals by post to the headmaster, and my junior brother, who was the Professor Boafo, former ambassador to Cote d'Ivoire, who was a lecturer, pro-vice chancellor at the University of Cape Coast. Right. And then, so at the assembly, then they called that I should come forward with my brother, and they put the Achimota sandals, and they immediately removed and put on my head. because we were not used to, but that is how we started life. And it was amazing. And
so they called the school assembly to present the Achimota sandals to you.
You could imagine my dirty hands. And
did you have to wear it in front of the school?
Yes, the whole school. The headmaster, the late Master Hammond.
For Bojos.
Yes, and Kabrada, you know, all of them were there.
Kabrada was your schoolmate?
Yes, BSc, you know, BSc, all of us were.
Mr. BSc, who used to
all
run...
of us, yes, who is now the
chairman of some...
Yeah, chairman of this private...
He's always been with this private sector.
Yes, he also was part of that school.
Oh, so all of them are Kumasi people?
Yes, Kumasi people. We were Kumasi boys.
And you had a rich beginning. Yeah. I mean, rich life, not wealthy, but I mean...
Yes, I mean...
The social life.
Favor of God was with me from the onset.
Wow. So... I mean, Lucy, we are talking about Ghana. When he got his first shoes, they called a school assembly and announced that
this is the
person here, SK Boafo, has been giving shoes. Your money
with his brother. And it was from boys' school.
Yes.
It was boys' school.
Oh, okay. It was
pure boys' school, yes. But, well, it's pure boys' school. You were so good at school, academically, sports and everything. And that is how we started it. And
at this time, so from then on, were you wearing the sandals to school?
Yes, later on. I don't know how to. But then, so on Sundays you wear it to church and come to school. So the headmaster allowed it because it was sent to
So tell me, at that time, what was governance in Kumasi like? Was it KCC at the time? What?
Yes, because I didn't have so much knowledge
at the
on
time
that. But I remember one day when they were having elections, assembly elections for KCC. Then the late Bant Mahine, he had this Pontiac long, and then as kids, we were following it. And he would throw toffee for us, and we were picking them. And then also, before Lennox Boyd came,
before who?
Lennox Boyd. You know, he was a constitutional lawyer who came to see the report order to grant independence to Ghana. We were schoolboys. Yeah. And then between the Mateo and the CPP, oh God, they would throw the bottles. Sometimes schoolboys will be watching them at Bantama, Kit Kat, where they had a shop called Kit Kat. And then we'll be watching that one. And that didn't hurt us. I didn't know. That was probably a protection of God. You see, so all these things...
Yeah, part of the memories.
Part of the memory giving us the hope that one day something could be done for
But at that time, Kumasi was much smaller.
Yes.
Yeah.
Much smaller.
So we compare...
But Ashtown was the main prominent area.
You used to go there?
Yeah. Oh, of course. At the school, was we played inter-colleges, inter-schools at Wesley College.
Yeah.
You know, so that was also bush, far.
Okay.
You know, from getting
to roundabout.
It was also bad. So you inter-schools was a division school, Presby boys. And
which division? Swami division?
Swami, government division.
Yeah,
it was in Swami, the one at there.
New Swami.
New Swami, where it was division. Boys and girls were there. Division school. So then you play inter colleges. And
as a kid growing up in Kumasi, I used to hear division, but I didn't understand.
That was
division school.
You too, that division school, that's where.
Yeah.
Yes, so it is so bush, and we were happy. Everybody was happy, and We knew ourselves a lot.
It was really bushy.
Yes.
And,
nice gardens and everything.
I remember when A. Lang set up their company.
Swami.
Yeah,
Swami.
Busheng.
Yes.
That's
Swami.
and all these
Swami was
people.
where the thing is.
Yes.
And then they would go, A-line was there. And then young boy, they would grow. And then you have Odeon Cinema.
The cinema.
Where, in fact, later I came to live with him around the same, Lebanese.
Yes.
Forgotten his name. He used to.
Is it Captain?
Captain came. There was this old man who was
Okay.
also living at the.
So Odeon is where Ashanti Secondary School is.
Exact. Odeon is where the church, bought by Nyamiche Odo, House of Faith.
House of
That's
Faith.
Odeon proper.
Okay, that's Alfred Nyamiche, yeah.
Yeah, Alfred Nyamiche. House of Faith. And then Rivoli is
Bantama.
where our school.
Bantama.
In fact, when they were building, we all saw it. When they were building that Rivoli, we saw it because just across.
Bantama Rivoli is the reason I don't like movies in my life.
All right.
I'm telling you, Bantama Rivoli. We ran away from school.
And that's how you.
I mean, I don't even know why I did what I did. We're in school, complex, Sojalai.
Yeah, you were at Sojalai, yes.
And then break time, my friend said, actually, we should run away and go and watch 12. That's 12 o'clock at Rivoli.
Yes.
I mean, I followed.
Yes.
And then,
your master.
I went, we watched the thing in our school uniform. And then when we closed, we came out. The moment we came out, not knowing the morning shift had closed and they were all passing. And two of our teachers saw us coming out.
My God.
The following day, they called us at assembly.
And they whip you.
Wow.
That's the best.
They gave us good whips. And I have never, since that day, I've never watched a full movie before.
Now you are still in television. This is how, sometimes, I don't know, with the greatest respect, I don't be misquoted. You must discipline. Discipline also helps us.
Oh yeah, of course, very much so.
Too much human rights, so I don't want to talk about it.
Okay, so Bantama Rivoli.
Yes, when they were building, I saw it because we were in school there.
Yeah, but it was with excitement.
Oh, wonderful, wonderful.
The hope of having a movie, cinema hall.
Cinema hall. You go there in those days, wonderful. Wonderful. So that is how Kumasi was at the time. During that time. Then
so at
we
this
went
time,
to second school.
Who was the Otun for at the time? Remember?
It could be Prempe. The second, I think, should be.
Oh,
Prempe the second.
Okay.
Yes.
But you were not at the time not connected to the palace.
No. I was so young for that.
As in connected in terms of family relations?
No.
Oh, okay.
I wasn't.
Okay.
I wasn't. I wasn't.
So, primary basic school education, which year did you finally write your common entrance?
57 or 56.
Okay, thereabouts. Okay.
Yes. And
then
we went to.
What were you looking at when you were writing your common entrance? Like which school you wanted to go?
Yes, I wanted Prempe College.
Oh, you wanted
to be honest.
Go to Prempe College?
That's what I chose. And then Konu Odumase.
Course.
That's
second choice.
Second choice. And the third choice, I've forgotten.
I don't want to mention any name. So
yes. So, and my friend and I were choosing the same because Attah-Mensah too.
Attah-Mensah. Honorable Attah-Mensah.
Honorable Attah-Mensah. He too chose the same.
The same combination.
Yes. And I don't know what happened, but when the results came, we had all passed. And some reason Attah-Mensah said we should go to Prempe College and tell the headmaster that we've passed and we want to come to Prempe College. So I followed him. And from north to south, you pass through to get to the Prempe College entrance.
The top there, yeah.
Then when we got to the college, then I saw this white man. It's called, later I said, Mr. Sims. He was the headmaster. He said, what do you want? Then I ran. Oh, God. Seriously.
Why did you run?
I don't know. I ran. And then Attah-Mensah went and gave his paper to him that he had passed. And then he got a full scholarship to Prempe College.
Wow.
Then I ran. Nothing. So later I got a letter from Konu Odumase. So I came to Konu Odumase I too had scholarship. They
Oh,
gave
okay.
me, yes.
Yeah.
That knowing that one day I was going to be MP, that's why I came to Konongo Dumase.
Whoa.
You see? See how? So it was later on that I realized
connected.
everything connected.
Yeah.
See?
Okay.
So that's how we started our school.
Wow. So from your basic education, you initially wanted Prempeh, but you ended up at Konongo Dumase, which turned out to be a blessing.
Yes.
You know, people. Yes. So we've been watching Footprint, and today we have Honorable S.K. Boafo. We'll take a short break. When we come back, he will take us through Konongo Dumase, life experiences, encounters, the people he met. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the program. This is Footprint. We have Honorable S.K. Boafo, or Honorable Sampson Kwaku Boafo. Now, where did you get the name Samson from?
I don't know. My whole baptized me. I don't know.
But I'm sure when you became an adult, the Samson got missing and the SK now.
SK,
I'm sure everywhere.
It's a grassy champion under JK or SK, so I prefer SK.
A grassy champion.
Yes.
Either you are called JK or SK.
Yes.
Of course, you are SK.
Yes.
So now, you got to Konongo Dumase Secondary School.
Yes.
Now, are you an Ashanti Achim person?
Yes, my father actually from there.
Oh, I see.
Yes.
So your father is from Ashanti Achim,
Mom.
and your mom is from Ashanti.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Good.
Recently we buried my old lady.
Wow.
Last year I was. Yes.
Wow. So, as Konongo Dumase, how was it traveling from Kumasi? Was that your first time traveling outside of Kumasi as a young boy?
No. My old man used to travel, take us to Accra and back, you know. So it was not the first time.
Okay.
But yes, I had been going to Konongo.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, with the old my father and all that.
Okay, so it was a place you were familiar with.
Oh yes. House,
okay.
Yes.
So now you've entered secondary school, Form 1.
Yes, Form 1.
Fresh from Bantama, LA.
Yes. And they did homeway.
First
Homos night. Oh God. I don't know what they did. I think the thing they put in our face, I don't know what the chemical is, something. And we all suffered some rashes.
Irritations,
Yes. And one lady who is going to be the lady, called Mary, was one of my workers. He became the headmistress of St. Monica Secondary School. And he was fair, so he really had some
problems.
So, but it was an experience. And we started, and because we knew one day we shall also grow. The young shall always
grow. When you got there, the seniors were Form 5.
Form 5, yes.
Yeah.
And then the late Obin, Mr. Obin, he became Director General Education.
Ghana Education Service, Mr. Obin.
Yeah, he
was live at North Kaneshi.
Yeah, he was our senior. He was, and then the Asibre Otibuatin. The professor.
Yeah. The statistician.
Yes, right? He took me as a young boy, and he was my God, so brilliant. Especially maths. I can't.
No wonder he became a statistician.
He will hold my hand, and when we are walking, he walks as if he step, jump, and not like on the railway at the Konongo, you know, and he would teach me algebra on the way and all that.
Wow.
Oh, yes, because he was an inspiration, was my role model.
Algebra and calculus and all these mathematics courses.
Yes, but I mean, those days, that's what you have to, because I wasn't good in maths anyway. So it was he who actually gave me the experience.
Oh, so you met Asibre Otibuatin.
But he was they were all my seniors. But he took me along and we worked.
But did you get to meet some of your Bantama LA mates in
Congo? No, not
where were they?
They didn't choose the place, so I don't know. You know, not so many people. The schools were. This was Ghana Education Trust by Nkrumah. Yes, so Prempeh College, Opoku, those were the schools. But we were the middle group of schools, which wonderful. It was a good thing I went there.
Wow.
Yes, even though all my family, brother, all of them go to Prempeh College. I was the exception to that rule. So I came there and we started, and I realized that I joined the school scripture union.
Because you had come in as a Christian.
Yes, and the scripture union was there. And then the teacher, that time our headmaster was Spio Gabra. You know the Spio Gabra's father.
The father, yeah.
So Spio was also, I think, born there at the time at Konongo.
All right.
But he spent only few terms before he was appointed as ambassador to Egypt. I remember very well.
Oh, okay.
And then
so he was a headmaster who was later appointed as
yes, he was the first master of
Egypt.
the school there, and appointed ambassador to Egypt. And then H.O. Donko, the late, he also came from Pembe College to Konwood Mase. And he happened to be my father's classmate at Wesley College. So he also really gave me a lot of encouragement.
A lot of the old guys went to Wesley College at the time.
Yes, that's the time. That was the college. My father went to Wesley College as well.
Everything was happening around Wesley College.
So he to H.O. Donko, and he became our headmaster. And we started working, and I joined the scripture union. And then
so Form 1 you joined the scripture union.
Straight.
And how was it like?
And our lady was the white lady from Birmingham called Miss George. He was a Latin mistress, and he was in charge of the scripture
union.
And I have to go with her to interpret. So you go to the surrounding villages. So
you used to go out of school.
Yes.
To do evangelism.
Yes, he would speak and do like Red Cross at the same time, scripture union, and I was the interpreter.
Wow.
Yes.
From Form 1?
From Form 1. That means scripture no. And he saw in me. And baby, I know Koniashi. Was what? I said, no, not for you. So the white lady, he was from Birmingham. She really, and we had another Boafo who was a school prefect. It's called Boafo. He was a guest prefect.
Okay.
So when I'm annoyed with all, he comes, Boafo, and then I sit down. He's calling me, but I knew he was calling me in the wrong name. Boafo. I sit down. He said, Boafo. I said, please, I'm not Boafo, I'm Boafo. I said, let's go. Sometimes we don't want to go, but then we started.
But that was good training for
good training. And he was also Latin. He gave us a Latin. We were doing Latin in those days.
So which other courses were you?
Oh, pure arts. I was doing pure arts, and, English, literature, geography, history.
Okay, that's when you got to Form 4.
Religious, yes, we chose our subjects, and then Latin, one language. That's how we did.
Wow.
So we really did a lot of work.
In terms of student leadership at that level, were you involved in anything?
Yes, I was a debating society. I became, when I got up later, I became also dining hall prefect. In those days, like
dining hall prefect in Konongo Dumasi Secondary School. But you don't write it on your CV like others do.
Oh no, ask for that. And it's a co-education,
Yeah,
so what I used to do was that when I see that you have a girlfriend or something like that, or you are interested, you pair you on the same table, and they can eat. So the boys gave me some guy name. Everybody in school, you have a guy name. Yes. It's a very secretive guy name they gave to me.
Yeah, but tell me, they won't hear on the TV. Just tell me.
It's called Boza.
Boza.
If you mention every convert,
Boza.
Because you know how I got it. There was a car passing those days. It's called written Bozambo. Then I said, this guy is Bozambo, and that's the boy's name.
That's all.
So if you mention Boza and Konwood, that's everybody will know that this is SK.
How about leadership in the scripture union?
Yes, I became when I rose to become the president of the scripture union.
Wow.
Yes, when I got that, and then the school debating society too, and then we went to debate with the school in Nigeria, Ibadan Government College.
In Ibadan?
Ibadan.
Wow.
And
you drove?
Yeah, they took us by bus. Those days, exchange program. And then we went, and the topic was, has the white man done more harm than good? And that was the speaker for. We said that they have done more good than harm. And then it was argument. So the last day I had to sum up. and those with glasses. You know, I told them, okay, all of you with glasses, remove your glasses, write on the board. You can't write. It's the white man who brought it. That won the debate. I remember very well. You see, so that is part of the knowledge that we acquire, and we had a lot of.
So
friends.
those days you used to do such exchange programs
Oh,
where
yes.
you travel to other countries.
Yeah, the Ibadan.
Wow.
Yes. School, they would drive through us and then school bus.
I don't even know whether that's still being done.
I don't think so, yeah. It depends.
I mean,
you see, some of these things are, you don't want, it's not the government, it's the heads.
Yeah.
This domestic tourism and all, it's the head. You know, like we do it over.
Funding.
It's not funding. If you ask, you will get it.
Oh, really?
I know, yes.
By faith?
If people ask, not by faith, by real, you see, it's like you have plans. Well, if it comes to politics, I'll show you some of the things. You see, it's not everything that the government can do, or that's what I see anyway.
No.
If I ask you,
all right.
Sorry, Attah, can you help me? We are sending boys to this Cape Coast. A lot of people will help.
That's true.
So if you don't ask, that's it. God
But
knows,
that's impressive.
God knows ahead,
Yeah.
but he wants you to say everything. Why do you have to pray? Pray. But you see, so there are certain things in life that you have to cultivate. It's not everything that you can get asked and you get. Or if you don't get, at least you know you have asked. And next time you keep asking. And then one day you will get the right person to help you.
Great. So, Scripture Union President, debating society.
Yes.
And
it's called Cicero Youth Club. It was called Cicero Youth Club.
What?
Cicero.
Oh, Cicero. Okay,
Cicero Youth Club.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's our time.
And then also the icing on the cake, the dining hall prefect.
Yes, yes.
It means you had free food, like you could take your food to the dormitory and all that.
I mean, how much can you eat? But yes.
But at that time,
Yes,
it was...
you have genius following you too. You have to learn leadership. yes, that's how, yes.
Oh, nice.
Yes,
Okay.
so this is how, and then when we finish the O-level,
O-level, yes.
you have to select school you want to go for sixth form.
Form, yeah.
And I chose Republic College.
Okay.
Yes, because I wanted to go and meet with my colleagues and my friends, and then, but that was at the same time I think Cornwall Master was also getting sixth form.
Yeah.
There, so I selected Republic College, and by this time around, I went and Mr. Mpare, who used to be the Beza at Republic College. In fact, his son became the secretary to the cabinet under President Kufuor.
The lady.
President Kufuor's administration. Mpare became the.
Okay.
No, he is late. He died. He became the secretary to the cabinet. His father.
Okay.
So we went to see him, and he gave me I passed, and they gave me admission at Prep College. So I went there. Yeah, 2 weeks. I left the place.
You finally got to Prempeh College.
Yes, 2 weeks.
And spent only 2 weeks?
Yeah, at Butler House.
Oh, you didn't like the place?
No. When I came back to Konongo, my father had sent me a ticket to travel to UK.
To go and do what?
To study. So I left that place, and then I went to UK on a ship, MV Swedro. So we spent about 11 days on the sea.
MV what?
Swedro.
MV Swedro. It was a Black Star Line ship?
Yeah, Elder Dempster Lines.
Okay.
Not Black Star. It was Elder Dempster Line. That's
but
what
they call it MV Swedro?
Yes, that was the name of the ship.
Oh.
It was a cargo 9 sleeping good. I spent 11 days on the boat, and I was scared because I'm scared of sea, Yeah. And then I was in it.
But you used to come out to see what was going on?
You got the window. You can see then you come to the deck, and then the thing will shake. It's amazing. And then I happened also there in the boat to be interpreter there, because there were people going to UK, they couldn't speak English, to join their husbands. You see, that's how. So 11 days we spent. And then
you made friends?
Yes. And then we went straight to
Liverpool.
Yes. Yeah. And then my father didn't meet me. He had sent a ticket to train to Marlborough station. You know Marlborough station
in London.
From Baker Street we come to Marlborough, and then I joined the taxi straight to. Nobody. He directed me all this. So I took taxi and straight.
Sorry, which year was this?
63, 64.
Ooh.
Yes.
And a young boy.
Oh, in my old suit, something like that. Young boy.
When the news came that you had to go to the UK, how did your friends take it?
Yeah, I didn't tell them.
Oh.
No, I came because they knew I was. So I left my box in the school, and then my old lady took me straight to Takoradi. You know, they were crying those days. That's the days when you were going. People will cry like we are going to Abuja. You are crying. Then they took me to Takoradi, and my junior brother, who is also a lion, a big man, at the railway station, because you join the train, you use the train to Takoradi.
Yeah.
Those days, not the train was working all okay.
Oh yeah.
Even in secondary school, we used to give concessions to the students. So I'm happy that the government is bringing back this train. It's a wonderful thing. It's a wonderful thing.
Mm.
So my brother was trying to. When he heard, he took his at his bed sheet. Rather came to KJT. I was dodging him because he wanted to come with that. And Kwame is now a big man too. You see, so this is how life has been. Then I got to London, and when I got to London, the truth of the matter is that my father had already enrolled me to do accounting.
Oh, okay.
Yes, because my father was an accountant, and probably he wanted his first son. And the accountant, we didn't need A levels or something like that.
At the time.
So, at the time. And they did cost and works accounting and registered. But that was, it's now management, I don't know what they call it.
Management accounting, yeah.
At Tottenham Technical College.
Mm-hmm.
No. And I wasn't good. I didn't like it. Because and in those days, who dare you to challenge your dad? Honestly.
Yeah, you couldn't.
I wasn't good at accounts. So you do the exam, they will refer you probably statistics, you pass the rest of the teaching and the reading subjects. So one day I said, God help me. And then they asked for my father to go back to Accra. No, government brought him. So his time was so he had to go. And then I changed. I changed.
So when your father left the UK?
I changed to do A-levels.
Okay.
And I took A-levels in 1 year.
Mm-hmm. Same school?
Yes, Technical College, Tottenham. I did economics, economic history, and constitution because I had already done economics at the
O level here.
No, at the accounting.
When you're doing accounting,
yes.
Okay.
So luckily I passed, and for 1 year and I went to University of London, and
which one?
UCL.
UCL, right in the heart of the city.
Yes, yes.
Whoa.
Grasses Square.
Then you did well with your A level.
Yes, I did 1 year, 3 subjects. And then I did another. You know, there used to be AEB, another board. There were 2 boards doing A level, and that's why I passed.
Wow.
And then so I went.
So now you left the accounting and went to University of London.
And that telling my dad.
At the time, he still didn't know.
No, he didn't know.
So he's in Ghana thinking that he has
a son
who's training to be an accountant.
Yes, and you know why? Then when I had scholarship too.
For UCL?
For UCL from the council.
British Council?
Yeah,
Haringey. Or you mean the Haringey Council?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
They look.
How did you?
I applied for it. That's what I'm telling you see.
If you don't ask?
If you don't ask, you get. And then also the favor of God was with me. I don't want to sound religious, but the question is that
the reality
is the truth.
Yeah.
It's the truth, because you know why I got this, that I want to say this, if people don't mind. All those who were in London at the time knew one Harry, they call Who Be You? Yabi. He was so popular among the Ghanaian community. And that's when we started this our fellowship. Mm-hmm. So one day he came to tell me that he was going to help me to get scholarship. That was, I should come and hold flag at 38 Queen's Gate. Yeah, 38 Queen's Gate. So that everybody who go will be promised by scholarship by the government at the time.
That'll be Ghana government scholarship. Yeah.
And I didn't. When he came, I was doing service. He said, no, let somebody do it, because they all went and they got it, minus me, because I had to do the fellowship at the time. This is a testimony, a big one. I want people to know. Yeah. Then when they came, they all brought it. My friend was annoyed with me, but About 2 or 6 months or so later, the coup came and they took all their scholarships away.
Ouch.
So, back to square one. And I applied for the Haringey.
So, you're living in Tottenham too?
Yes, I started Tottenham.
Yeah, but you're staying there?
Yes,
okay.
I was living in Tottenham, yes.
And you decided to apply to the council?
Yes. And the council awarded.
And you were given on the basis that you're a black man?
Yes.
A minority?
And qualified, yes.
Okay.
No, qualified. No, if you have lived there, you have your paper. Mm-hmm. Because I had a paper to stay there.
Yeah.
And the university writes that you've passed, and they will give it to you. They gave it to me anyway.
Yeah.
And 3 years I was, and then at the bar, after that, I had to do the bar.
So what did you study there? Economics?
Law, LLB.
Oh, you went to UCL to study LLB?
LLB
straight?
law, yes. And then after that, I have to do the
professional
one. And now I arranged at the College of Law at the Chancery Lane area.
Okay.
And
so
that
you took the solicitor approach or the barrister?
Barrister. Barrister. I had already enrolled before, whilst I was doing the degree, at the Inns of Court.
Okay.
As a student, you have to do some dinners at certain people, otherwise you can't be qualified. Even if they won't allow you to do it.
Wow.
So I dined and I managed. By the time I finished the degree, I had almost finished my dinners. And then when the results came, I passed.
Straight into the barrister program.
With the barrister program, I passed.
Wow.
So I had to come, and my friend Attah-Mensah too had also passed the bar here.
In Ghana?
Ghana, yeah. So,
wow.
So that is how we all started.
Time spent in the UK, young man.
Oh, yes.
You took the risk, changed from accountancy, did your A-levels, moved to UCL. And by the way, UCL is one of the topmost University of London.
And my son too now went to UCL and did his master there. Yeah, who is now the current secretary to the bar of the association.
In Ghana?
In Ghana.
Wow.
I became also secretary to the bar here.
Taking after the old man.
Yes, you see.
Yeah. But I mean, in the 60s.
Yes.
Yeah, in the 60s you're talking about.
So I came and I enrolled at the Ghana bar here too, and we finished.
Okay. So you're listening to Honorable S.K. Boafo. Now he talks about his experiences in the UK as a student beautifully. They were not without challenges though.
Of course,
we'll be coming back after the break to talk about some of his encounters and some of his challenges as a student. You know, you go to the UK, Charlie, hunger go fit catch you. You go run away. We'll be right back.
Yes.
Welcome back to the program. This is Footprint. I'm Samuel Attah-Mensah. I'm here with Honorable S.K. Boafo. He's been everything in politics. He's been everything in law. He's been everything in leadership. He's been everything in church planting and management. We'll talk about that. But at this point, we are still in the UK. He's just come out of school, and I mean law school or UCL, University College London. And he's also enrolled to do his professional as a barrister. At that time, was it so difficult to choose the barrister route?
I think so, because population London, they don't allow anybody to. I don't know how they selected me anyway.
Why? You were good.
No, I don't know. I can't say that. But I want to say this, that in the UK, those days are student days. You want to watch the train. I watch the train too.
Oh, you watch the train?
Wash.
Yeah.
Wash, clean.
Clean, yeah, as your job.
As a holiday time, because I have scholarship. I had scholarship to study. At holiday time, I'll go to the railway and a short man like me, I'll stand on the train and use the brush.
Oh, you are not too short.
I don't know, but as far as I'm medium built, I'm
I take that.
So, and I'll use the train. There's December, I'll go to do post office in the cold, and you'll be taking the bags. And all these are all things we did to help us. I used to work at the Holloway station, and they'll call you, Sam, and you are talking and your nose is running with the dip. And you see, so people, it hardened us.
Yeah, the survival.
Survivor.
Yeah.
And you go and look for a room, they say no black, no dogs.
Huh?
They write written, no dogs, no black. And
Yeah,
no
look-
Irish, sometimes no Irish.
You're looking for a place to rent.
Yes,
And
on the window. In Britain, in those days. You see,
Let
so-
me take it slowly.
Yes.
No dogs, no blacks.
No Irish. Sometimes Irish, some places they put Irish. But most of the places, no dogs, no black.
What is it? Because they feared the Irish people?
No, I don't know, I can't tell. Because there is discrimination. They don't like us. They didn't like us to come into their homes. But thank God, later, some also will also welcome you, you see. But, you know, but we took all this as part of training grounds for us to come and do something in our home in future. There are so many people who have finished in staying abroad. I know they may have their reason, but there's no better place like home.
Like home.
I tell you,
Yeah.
the confidence built it, the respect that you.
But tell me, when you're doing your barrister program, how were you treated?
At the school.
Yeah, as a black
No,
gentleman in there.
I don't really.
You didn't face any
I didn't
discrimination?
face much, but only at the university level. Some of the boys. I remember a very good friend who we called Goldstein. He asked me, "Oh, Sam, I understand you people live on top of trees." I said, "Yes, we do." I said, "Oh." Then he himself, I said, "Why?" I said, "Look, you know, you are a high commissioner in my country." He would drive his car under the tree and start climbing to go and sleep there. He said, no. I said, then we don't sleep there. We don't sleep on top. So I used to send postcards to them and show them. You see, these were the things that they have been taught. But later on, when you make it with them, because they respect knowledge and all.
Did you keep some of those friends?
Yes, and then I had a wonderful friends from Malaysia, Jamaica, and England. Some of them went to their countries, became attorney generals, members of parliament, and like we all came and came. So that was a crop of people at the time when we really had to. This is a very good thing.
So, but while you were in school, somebody whispered to me that while you were in school, you were still doing preaching.
Wow, wonderful! That's the point. Most of the students we formed students. And we call ourselves Universal Prayer Group Ministry.
At UCL?
No. Outside, completely out of. This is among the Ghanaian community.
Okay.
The black community. And we all, people who came to help, and we formed just a prayer group. We started at Tottenham, St. Paul's Road, and then all of us grew up, and we had to find it. We went to Chalk Farm, and from Chalk Farm, we later came to Edmonton Temple. You see, so wonderful thing that God opened doors for us. And we became, I don't want to mention, but if they are not afraid, like the president, even foreign affairs minister, they were all members of the church. So what he sees, we call me father. They were all members, so many of them. Even I think Attah-Mensah used to visit as honorable. You know, all these members.
No,
because it was a students' movement, like a student.
We'll talk about Edmonton Temple.
Yes.
But I'm trying to get how you combined it with studies.
I don't understand it, but I was studying. Also, you can't fail. You see, people go to church, but study, you fail woefully. I mean, it's like that. I mean, so some of the way they have been taught. I mean, God. Otherwise, God would not allow Jesus to come and die. He just say, "Hey, my son, get up." No. He gives us knowledge, wisdom, and wisdom is a gift. It's a gift, and you know. So, if I study and you study, you do this, God will help you. If you don't study, God will not help you. I don't see how God will help you.
So you survived that.
God is not a magician, isn't it?
No. But so, did you practice in the UK?
Yes, I did. When I came back and returned under Rolling Stamp, I went to practice law. Yes, that one. No, yes. Okay. You know, when I came back 70s.
So you came back in the early 70s?
Yes,
72.
Yes.
Just when Buzia was exiting.
Yeah, after Buzia, I think Champo's time, after Champo 72. I came 72.
Okay.
And so 79, From 72 to 79.
You were here in
yes, then I became a MP.
Yeah.
79, I became a member of parliament.
Okay. So 72, you came back to Ghana.
Yes.
As a qualified
lawyer.
So at the time, did you have to do the conversion thing?
Yes, I did in January 73.
Okay.
At the university. Yes, yes, we did. Everyone who have to. I did.
Good.
And then we passed.
And you were called to the Ghana bar as well.
Yes.
And then you started practice.
And I practiced with my senior. I spent 6 years instead of 6 months with him. The late Emir in Kumasi. A.K. Emir. He's called Aduana Chamber. He became also the president of the bar before.
What's the name again?
Emir. A.K. Emir.
Emir.
He was a popular practitioner.
We were kids.
Yes,
so.
you were kids. So he actually took me on, and they said you can practice for 6 months, but I stayed for 6 years. You know.
Wow.
6 good years.
At this time, where was your friend?
He was opposite. He had started practicing with Mr. I.K. Boafo Chambers. He too was also yes. And he was also very powerful. So 79 too, he became MP, and I became MP.
Okay.
That's how we started.
So at which point did you decide to go into politics?
I didn't actually know, honestly, because it wasn't my intention. When we returned, the late, Rollins, there was ban on political parties.
That's correct.
And I was there one day when they said they have appointed me as a government appointee. I didn't understand it. I said, to represent the youth in Konongo. Sandiach. And then I said, okay. And I became a young lawyer. I went and then I took advantage and started building something in the town. I saw that the town had no lights in the public toilets. And this Presbyterian came to do a Sampatre. And then one day, you couldn't go to the toilet. So I formed an association called Konongo Social Club. And this, without any, I didn't have it. I didn't take even office. I gave it to the people to do it. And now I was in Kumasi practicing. I would come and send money. And we did. Jabehin, the president Jabehin, came to launch the whole project. And he said he asked the...
At the time, how was Konongo like?
Yeah, it was
a lot of...
mining before, because I conversed on mines, because it was a mining town.
Yeah.
And they were blasting it, and the state they threatened to take me to court, and I said the court is my home, and I won the election. That's why I went to parliament in 79.
So 79, you went into parliament.
As one of the youngest.
The constituency was Ashanti
South.
South.
Yes, that was the South was then at Konongo, Gaso, up down to
Asankare.
No, Asankare was part of us. Asankare was for Agugohine that time.
Oh, okay.
Yes, Asankare. But mine was Konongo. Odumase, Konongo.
Okay.
Yakwe,
Yakwe, yes. And then Gaso.
Gaso, then Atwidia. Then down to Bogu, down to Amantia. That was my constituency.
Yeah.
Yes. And then Agugohine too also on the other side.
On the other side.
Yes, at the time, yes.
So that's what took you to 79 Parliament.
Parliament. I was one of the youngest MPs, if not the youngest at the time. Yes. And that's where I met President Kufuor and others. Because I was the carrier. But my best friends were Kojom Pianin and my friend Attah-Mensah, and then Thomas Bruni. And then we were 4 best top young friends.
So Thomas Bruni was your friend from then?
Then at the time, yes.
And then he also popped up again when President Kufuor became president.
Yes, he too won the election from his area. You see? So that's how then the coup came.
Yeah.
After the 2 years.
After 2 years, yes.
The coup
so you're representing
PFP.
PFP.
Yes.
Okay.
PFP at the time.
Popular Front Party.
Popular Front Party. And then we went to, when the coup came, I was in Liberia with my sisters. When the coup came, I came, and at the airport, I was arrested. I thought opposition MPD. And they took me straight to Cantonment police station, and then to Jamesfort.
For what?
For what? For being MP. You see? And then at James Fort. And at James Fort, you want to hear that too? Yes.
No, hang on. So, yes. So you returned to Ghana upon hearing that a certain Rollins had done a coup.
Yeah, because I was in Liberia. My sisters were working there. My sister and her husband.
In Monrovia.
In Monrovia.
Yeah.
So I had gone to visit them on holiday because of the Christmas time. Then I was told, I said, I can't exile myself in Liberia. What do I do? Because then I also knew that I was not in government.
Of course.
Yes.
Of course.
So naturally, if you are doing a coup,
yeah.
Yes. I mean, so I decided to come straight to Accra. At the airport. I don't know how they recognized me. They took me straight to Cantonment police station there.
Yeah.
And then from Cantonment straight to James Fort in Accra.
For what?
For being an opposition. Later on, the late Oso Champo.
J.H. Oso Champo, yeah.
And we are all my contact, you know, they came. They all came there, and other politicians, and we were there. And
he was also
put in prison. Because the coup, you know, they are.
Yeah, but he later on became an NDC.
Yeah, later
PNDC.
on. Yes. Later, I'll tell you the other stories. You see, so they came and then they took us.
So how long were you there at James Fort prisons?
I was arrested in January. I think for 6 March they released us. 6
March.
So 3 months.
So 3 months, and they didn't tell you what you had done wrong.
Oh, let me tell you. That's what I said. They put all of us in a cell, like the open space, like they said. You know what? A toilet. You have this. Is it 10 toilet or what they carry?
Yeah.
That's where we used to.
Right in the middle of everybody.
Everybody. I'm telling the truth. God, I mean, what should I lie? So what we used to beg the wardens, is it the wardens or the police?
Yeah, the police wardens, yes, officers, yes.
To bring us peeled oranges.
Yeah.
If you put them inside, then you can not feed the smell. So you make some rules not to go once or twice. Everybody will go.
Wow.
Over there. Yeah, it's true. And then you go and wash. But you were not doing any work. By question, you were not reading. God. Then when I went, they said, "You young boy, yeah, SK, it's good. You go and sit on the bed Nkrumah slept." I thought I was happy, not knowing that it was full of bed bugs. They said, "SK, go and sleep." I said, I couldn't. So I just came to join my friends.
Wow.
And then, so this is how we stepped. And then we were praying. We started praying there as well.
In the prison?
Yes, we started.
You took your thing there?
Yes, we all started. Not everybody. We know when man is difficult, he has to cry to God.
Yeah.
Someone or the other gods. But I.
Who were some of them apart from J.H. Oswe Champon?
Oh, I've forgotten some of them. They were almost all of us. So,
James Fort.
Yes, James Fort. And then one day, when every morning you tell your dream, you tell your dream that they interpret. All of us, we know, like, because we had nothing to do to the one day, and the night I had a dream that, I'm going to be released. the next day, they say, "Hey, you are crazy, aren't you?" I said, "Why?" I said, "Oh, you're a lawyer, had you forgotten that they will release you on Sunday or some weekend?" I said, "Oh, hey, so that's it." But that was my dream I had. They said, "Okay, you forget it." So I said, "I will eat," because the food. I grew. That's the first time I grew beard.
Wow.
Yes. Then these soldiers will come. So the same day, 3 o'clock, I had to come. You know, they come. Hey, yeah. Who are there? They said, "Who is SK Boafo?" I said, "Me catch them." You see, that's what I was telling them. Then they will line us up. You, SK, you are released, going to be released today, but you are taking you to Bebek. As I told you, I had a dream, and it worked for me. And he said, "And so goes to me body." And they said, "Where do you go? You go, I will pay your mouth again." They took us, and then, so from there, I went straight to the beach. I'm scared of water, but they use the sun there to clean me.
Wow, that must be an experience.
It is an experience.
People.
Yes, that's how.
So this is
how.
the story of Honorable S.K. Boafo on Footprint. We'll end this episode here, but there definitely is going to be the second part, which I believe you would also have to watch. So thanks for watching this one. We'll come back another time. My name is Attah-Mensah.